and beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he explained to them what was said in all the scriptures concerning himself.
Shalom, children. Today we are going to be taking a deeper look at this week's Torah portion to see where it speaks of Yeshua Ha'Mashiach. We are in the book of Bereshit. The parasha this week is called Veyeshev, which in Hebrew means, "and he dwelt." Let's hear a summary of the parashat. Jacob settles in Hebron with his 12 sons. Joseph becomes his favorite son. Jacob shows his favoritism towards Joseph and gives him a special tunic. The brothers are jealous of the preferential treatment shown to him. Joseph has dreams about the future, in which it is revealed he will rule over his father, mother, and his brothers. He tells his dreams to his family, which only increases the brothers' hatred and envy towards him. Shimon and Levi plot to kill Joseph, but Reuven suggests that they throw him into a pit instead, as he intends to come back later and save him. Whilst Joseph is in the pit, Yehuda sells him to a band of passing Ishmaelites. The brothers dip Joseph's coat into the blood of a goat and show it to their father. He is led to believe that his most beloved son has been devoured by a wild beast. Joseph is taken to Mitzrayim and sold to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh and captain of the guards. Elohim blesses everything that Joseph does, and soon he is made overseer of all his master's property. Potiphar's wife sees that Joseph is handsome and desires to be with him. Joseph rejects her, so she tells her husband the Hebrew slave tried to take her by force. Joseph is thrown into prison. Here he gains the trust and admiration of his jailers. Joseph is appointed a position of authority within the prison administration. Pharaoh's chief butler and chief baker offend their royal master and are also put into the same prison with Joseph. The butler and the baker have disturbing dreams. Joseph interprets the dreams, telling them, in 3 days the butler will be released from prison, but the baker will be hanged. Joseph asks the butler to speak well of him to Pharaoh when he gets out. But the butler forgets all about Joseph and does nothing to help him. Yeshua said, "If you believed Moshe, you would believe me, because he wrote about me." So let's dig a bit deeper to see if we can find Yeshua in the scriptures. There are many shadow pictures of Yeshua in the life of Joseph. Today we will take a look at a few of them. Do you have brothers and sisters? Have you ever felt jealous of them? Perhaps one of them received a gift, and you would rather have liked that gift for yourself. Well, Joseph's brothers certainly felt jealous towards him. When Jacob showed favoritism towards his son, he must have known there was something different about him. For we read, "Now Yisrael loved Joseph and made him a coat." Coat in Hebrew is ketoneth. This word is only used in Scripture to describe the type of robes worn by priests and royalty. It was certainly very unusual for a shepherd to wear such a thing. Jacob was dressing him in priestly or royal garments. Jacob's belief was confirmed when Joseph had his dreams about the time when he was going to rule over the other brothers. When I picture this special garment given to Joseph, I am reminded of what Mark wrote in the Brit Hadashah. Wherever Yeshua went, into villages, cities, or the country, they begged to let them just touch the hem of his garment. And as many as touched him were made well. Rather than be happy for their sibling, the brothers became angry and even hated Joseph, so much so they wanted to kill him. But children, this is not how we are to be with one another. The book of Proverbs tells us, a brother offended is harder to win than a strong city, and contentions are like the bars of a castle. Yahweh told Moshe, "You shall not take vengeance, nor bear any grudge against the children of your people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself." Yeshua continued this theme when he said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of Adonai." As we read on in the parashah, we learn that Jacob and his sons were shepherds. One day, Joseph was feeding the flock with his brothers when he brought to his father their evil report. Jacob, being concerned how his sons were shepherding the sheep, later sent Joseph out, saying, "Please go and see if it is well with your brothers and well with the flocks, and bring back word to me." This is a clear type and shadow of Yeshua, the Good Shepherd, for he too was sent out by the Father to see if it was well with the flock. Yeshua said, "I was sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." He too takes the report back to the Father. The disciples wrote, "For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Messiah. The Father judges no one, but has committed all judgment to the Son." Sadly, the shepherds of Yeshua's time, that is, the teachers of the Torah, were not looking after the flock very well. They had placed heavy burdens onto the people by adding to Yahweh's instructions. Now let's take a look at how the brothers mocked and attacked Joseph and see the shadow pictures of Yeshua emerge. When they saw Joseph coming, they said to each other, "Behold, the dreamer is here." When they had twisted a crown of thorns, they put it onto his head and mocked him, saying, "Hail, King of the Jews!" Joseph's brothers said, "Come now, let's kill him." Yeshua came to his own, and his own did not receive him. And they took Joseph and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty. They laid Yeshua in the tomb, a new tomb in which no one had yet been laid. Joseph's life really gives us so many types and shadows of Yeshua Ha'Mashiach. Wonderful treasure for those who study and search them out. As the book of Proverbs tells us, it is the glory of Yahweh to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter. Well, children, that is the end of our study for today. So we will see you next time, when we search the scriptures together. Shalom.